Guys, I have a full face of drugstore makeup video for you today. I hope you enjoy. Leave your comments below and let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to clip back my hair. Clip it back. I've got my skincare done already. I always put lip oil on before I do my makeup and let it sit and soak in while I'm doing everything else. This is what I have. Turn up my lights. Let's get started. Okay, at our age, less is more. Say that with me. Less is more. Okay? So, with less being more, we have to do our makeup differently than we did in our 20s and even our 30s, right? Less is more. So I put my foundation on here and I'm using a skin tint today. I'm going to be using the Halo Glow Skin Tint from e.l.f. This is the only foundation I have left that matches my tan. So here we are. I will take a little, and that's too much. I won't use all of that. I take my clean brush and I will tap it on the side, kind of work it into the brush, and then I will tap it onto my face, all the way down my neck. Do it again. Tap. I don't rub, I do a tapping motion. Lots of little taps. And whenever I'm putting it on my eyelids, I'm not going across my brows. I'm taking it like this, missing my brow. I also do my ears because the foundation is not the same color as from my neck up. So after I put on my foundation with my clean brush, I wet my sponge. Okay, I get it completely soaking wet. I take a paper towel and I squeeze all the excess water that I can out of it. You don't want to just take and run it under a little bit of water and tap it on your face. You don't want to do that. See, here's my sponge. I need a new sponge. I washed it and it ripped on the other side. So yes, I need a new sponge. And this sponge I got it from Target. I like it because it's like a velvet texture. It took me a little bit to get used to it, but once I did get the hang of it, I like it better. So I will take my sponge, my damp sponge, I will go over what I just put on my face. Oh, another thing, don't go above right here, okay? Your cheekbone, do not put foundation above your cheekbone, okay? Because we have fine lines under our eyes at our age, and too much product accentuates those little fine lines and wrinkles. You can feel your cheekbone here. Do not put foundation above that spot, okay? And I just will go over. The sponge helps blend and it will take off any excess foundation that you don't need, okay? If you do get foundation above your cheekbone, you can take your sponge and try to get some of that excess off. Okay, it'll be fine. Next, you asked about contour. Contour is cool toned, okay? Bronzer is warm toned. Contour is cool toned, okay? Remember that. And I'll show you an example. Warm toned, cool toned. See the difference? So Contour is not something that you need every day, not something that most people put on every day. Another thing, as we get older, we need to put things up higher than what we did in our 20s and 30s, okay? So instead of putting it right under your cheekbone in that hollow, I put it on the bottom of my actual cheekbone, and not a lot either. Just a little. I'll put it here. I'll put it here just to give me a little extra help with my lips looking fuller. I'll put it on the bottom of my nose and a little tiny bit there. Like, I don't hardly put any. I'll let that sit for a minute before I blend it out. And I will take my sponge. And you want to keep it in that area, okay? Consistent taps in the same area. You don't want to go down and up and over. Keep it in the same spot, okay? And then I have this brush I got from e.l.f. I will take the smaller side and gently. Now, is this the right way to do it? I don't know, but this is what I do. This is what works for me. You see the difference in those colors? And then I'll bring it here. Just a little. You don't need a lot. Less is more, remember? Less is more. And I'll just blend it in. Because we will be going over this with our sponge again. And I'm just taking the same brush I used for my foundation, but I'm just taking like the tip of it. I'm not using the whole brush. Same with the contour. Keep it in one spot, consistent in one spot. You don't want it to look muddy. You don't want your face to look heavy. Let's go over it with our sponge again. A, to blend. 2, to take off any excess. Blush. I think I'm going to use this MCO Beauty that I have. I haven't used it in a while. It's a soft matte beauty wand. I don't know how well you can see that. Soft matte beauty wand. It says Cosmopolitan Blush. I go on top of my cheekbone. Right above my under eye. And then sometimes I'll do this deal and a little here. And I will take the large side of my e.l.f. brush that I used. Tap it in. And you see I'm keeping it in the area that I applied it. Tap, tap, tap. And if I have any excess, I'll take, you know, just a little flush of color. But my face matches my tan a lot better now. Concealer. Less is more. Less is more. I had a little debacle at Ulta when I went to buy a few things, concealer being one of those things, and I ended up leaving without concealer. So I had to run to Walmart, so I just picked something up at Walmart. I have never used this concealer before, but I like it. It's okay. It's not bad. L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I will take it out and I will wipe off what's on there. Okay, because there's still product there, but less is more. If you want to, you can take your sponge and go under your eye again, just in case you've got any product there. It will help bring it off, okay? Less is more. So I will do a little spot here, and I will do a little spot here. I will take the point and do a little on the bridge of my nose. I will take and do a little there and there. That's where I put concealer, okay? Here, a little bit here, 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 and here. I will let that sit for 30 seconds to a minute, and then I will take my concealer brush and start blending it out. Okay, there's no need to, even if you're in a hurry, there's no need to be rough with your skin. See? I will take my sponge again. Blend it and get the excess product off. Just like everything else. Because what? Less is more. I don't want to see anybody taking their foundation and pouring it on their face, okay? The influencers do that. Real people don't, okay? Don't do it. It's too much product. Too much product. And let me show you. I still have product on there from my foundation. I didn't use it all. Okay, depending on what shirt I wear today, I might take the rest of this excess product and bring it down my chest a little bit just so it blends, because you don't want a harsh line of color there. So I told you I was poured too much. What's next? You want your product to stay where you originally put it. Okay, like my concealer. I put it here and I left it there. My blush, my bronzer, my contour, all the things. All of the products that I have used is still in the area that I applied them. Whatever excess concealer I have on my brush, I will take and put it here. On my nose. No, I have to take and clean off all of my jewelry on my face. The setting powder that I picked up is the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection in the dark pink. I tried the light pink, but it was too light. All of the color that I add to my face to match my tan, it just kind of like turned pale whenever I used the light pink. So, and here is the color. It's like a dark pink. The little bit, I don't know how well you can see that, but the little bit that's in the cap, that's what I'm going to use under my eyes. Less is more. Less is more. Okay? So I will just take, load some on my baby powder puff. Rub it on the back of my hand, gently. Tap. Tap it. Okay. And then I will take the rest of it. Same thing. And do the other eye. Less is more. I do have wrinkles and creases in my forehead. I will put some powder in my cap. I will take my sponge. Try not to make any facial expressions after you do this, because you're getting the excess makeup out of your wrinkles on your forehead. Don't make any facial expressions, okay? It's going to be hard. Tap in there. Rub it on the back of your hand and go in. Tap. Small little taps. I will take a clean brush. I will load up my brush, the powder, and I will just go lightly powder the rest of my face because what? Less is more. We have all of that done. I want to bring a little life back to my face, okay? I have my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and my brush, my clean brush. And I will just go over the spots that I want color. And you see I'm not smashing the brush into my face. I'm tapping. Just in the spots that I want color, not everywhere. I'm not doing this motion. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Because what? Less is more. I will take a small clean brush, a very small clean brush. Go in here, here at the top, here, and then I'll, the excess I'll bring down. I will take a larger clean blending brush, kind of blend that in. You don't want any harsh lines, but you want to keep it in the spot that you put it. So only blend it in the spot that you put it, okay? I have the D'Alba First Spray Serum. Shake it up. This is what I use as my setting spray. And it works, it stays, it works. I like it. Spray. Don't touch your face. Try not to make any facial expressions. And I got my little handy dandy $5 fan from Target, and I'm just gonna, it melts in all of the powders that you just put on your face, and it leaves you with a nice healthy glow. Not a I just finished working out sweaty glow, but a nice healthy glow. I don't do much to my brows. I'm gonna be for real. I don't. I've never been a brow person. I don't know. I was not one of those girls plucking their eyebrows and stuff like in the 90s. Like that wasn't me. So I still have eyebrows. No shade to y'all. So I will take my spoolie and just brush through my brows. NYX brow glue. That's how I do my brows. And then I just kind of tap it, make sure they're down, and I'll let that dry, and then I will go in with my pen and just get the front pieces and a little, Take my brow pen, got the little fork on it. I'll hold it at the other end, lightly. And then lightly wherever I think I need them. That's it. I don't do much to them, like I said. All right, y'all, that's it. That's it. That's my hair and my makeup. That's what I do. Not a whole lot. I'm simple, less is more. But while I was doing my makeup, the Day Cactus Cream, the Taming Wand, that has already soaked into my hair, and it's not weighing down my fine hair. And the oil, it's already soaked in as well. You don't really want to put oil up, say from like here up from the top of your ears to the top of your head, you really don't want to put oil in this area because then your hair will look greasy. So from the top of your ears to the ends of your hair, put the oil. I hope this helps. Less is more. Less is more, less is more, less is more, okay? You don't have to be hard on your hair. You don't have to be rough on your face. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. I'll see you next time.